I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. What?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I don't understand what's happening. What's going on? Are we, oh. Are we witches? Are we witches? Or wizards?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
And suddenly I was a cat. I'm just following the bird because apparently I'm hungry and I want to eat it. That's what I'm thinking. Because I've been eating nothing but toothpaste and my gerbil and the gerbil's food and...
I jumped and I almost got her.
What's going on? I don't understand. This game just went from weird to...
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Completely bizarre.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Yeah, I mean... How do I get up there?
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
What?
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
She's an animagus. My goodness. Where am I going? Where am I supposed to go?
Rabbits.
Rabbits? Am I trying to eat the rabbits? This is a very bizarre... I don't even know what to expect anymore from this game. This is so bizarre. Now what? Oh, I'm supposed to catch the rabbits. Oh. Okay.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Okay. What are we trying to find?
A mama rabbit.
Wow, okay.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Wow.
But suddenly, I was a shark.
What? What? This is bizarre. Oh. Okay, how am I still alive? How is this poor girl still alive? Oh my goodness.
I
oh
rolled off
my
the cliff and into the ocean. Now,
What?
I was hungrier than ever.
Okay. Now I'm gonna eat what? Are we gonna eat a person now? I am so confused, guys. Is this just the girl's imagination? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Ooh, there's a sunken something. Oh.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
There was one, but it didn't. I saw one. Wait, I think I see another one. Controlling this whale is a little harder. I have to like move my mouse. Okay. Come on. Come on. Where did that fat juicy seal go? Yeah, controlling the whale is like, you have to keep diving continuously? Oh my gosh, it's like, oh, this is not... I'm like scraping my mouse underneath, trying to get it level. Just stay level. Just stay level. Oh, come on. There we go.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Now what? I have to get another one?
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything changed.
I'm a octopus?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Now I'm gonna eat people. This is a very strange game. I don't know how I feel about this. Can I go underneath the car? I can. This is not what I expected to be happening.
But I moved real quiet.
Doesn't sound very quiet to me. Oh my goodness. I am just murdering everybody on this ship. I just ate that poor guy whole.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I'm just gonna eat all these people. Why can I not eat this guy? Apparently. I mean, I gotta do what the game's telling me to do. I follow where the tentacle goes. Gotta go around the other way. Sorry, sir.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I
This is a
swam
very
towards it.
dark little girl's account of things.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. we?
I got closer and closer.
Oh, this is Molly's room. Are you gonna eat yourself? This is so meta.
All of my stomach started growling.
All my stomachs, plural.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
What the heck? What? I don't know if I like this. What's going on?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
I don't know how I feel about that. This is not what I expected from this game. I don't know what I feel about this.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
That's so creepy. Here's the tentacle monster thing. Oh boy, I don't know I have no idea how I feel about this. Like, this is the game that was given a lot of, like, awards for? Really? I don't know how I feel about this. The whole sequence was disturbing, to say the least. Alright.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
I remember the cat from the cannery. Yeah, I recognize that room.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
To hide from my mom. Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Built in 1937, Sven
When Edie told
Finch.
people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
That's
She
how he
could have,
died.
but
Dragon
She didn't.
Dragon kills Finch. Tragedy strikes. Finch family pond. Celebration turns to... So he was making a dragon-shaped slide, and it collapsed.
Even in her
and that's
90s.
how he...
Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
It's creative. That's Sven, who built this house.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
Yeah. Bird with a construction. Odin.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Real news from around the world, I'm assuming?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Ingeborg.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
He brought his house with them. Oh.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh. So the house
Odin's
didn't
daughter
make it.
Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Oh.
Odin Finch
and
is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
I'm assuming I'm guessing at some point we're going to the cemetery.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
So they rebuilt it. Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Whatever's wrong with this family. Yeah. They're certainly eccentric, that's for sure. Lots of birds. Lumpy. 1952 to 1961. Purpley, 1973 to 1979. They love their birds. Zerpy? Derpy Jr. Derpy Jr. Bob. It looks like a snake. Herpy. All these random noises make me so nervous. There's Edie's.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Win a family day out at Druid World. Mole man beneath the Finch house. The Pacific Probe. What a name. Happy 90th birthday. Mount Rainier. Yeah, this...
The only
has not
trace
been
Grandpa
cleaned.
Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
First wife? Oh.
It was a pretty big trace.
There's a secret in this bathroom. By Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. Wow. This house isn't... I'm telling you, Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Calvin Finch. Milton was here as well. So Milton had seen all this as well. Fort Calvin. This is a cool room too. This is a really cool room. Wow. I love how every room is different in every Odin Finch National Park.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Had one. Sam and Calvin. 1950 to 1961. 11 years old. What is it with all these people dying so young? 1950, 1983. 33 years old. That's still really young.
And that he never talked about him.
To the command center. Missed them a lot, I'm sure. Explore the universe.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
This is cool. Calvin, 1950 to 1961. This is so cool.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
This is...
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, swinging. Yeah, swinging.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Tom! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Is that how he died?
I
He
told
tried
him
to
going
fly?
around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
He's tried to fly.
then maybe
And
he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
And he decided to jump off
I
the
think
swing.
he'd already made up his mind.
Yeah.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Yeah, this is getting really scary. I know, it's like those things where you know it's...
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
You know what's gonna happen. You know what's going to happen, but the game is forcing
Calvin's
you
story
to...
felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
My goodness. The lifespan of this family,
After the
sheesh.
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yeah.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
She roped off his side of the room, which means that Sam continued living on this side of the room. That's really... I don't know how I feel about this. Wow. Did Sven build all of this into the house? Goodness, this house. Okay.
The
I would be so
passages were a pretty
claustrophobic.
tight fit.
I feel like
They'd
if
obviously
I were
been
doing
built for smaller hands and bellies.
if I were doing this, I would be so terrified that I would get stuck and no one would know I was here. Like, and I would just die right here. Well, let me go to this one first. We're back here.
Edie's father,
Barbara's.
Odin, built the original house.
Let's go upstairs.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
How about the basement? Before I go continue on, let me check the basement. It's probably going to tell me that the basement is locked too. It's my guess. Oh. I can't open the basement. Alright. Alright. Yeah, so pretty much we're just kind of going from sealed room to sealed room. I wonder if we're gonna go to my room. Alright, this is Barbara's room. The child star.
Growing up,
My...
I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Yeah. For 2 years. Seattle Ballet Company presents One Leg. How old was Barbara? She was 16? She was only 16. Wow, the lifespan of this family.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah. Penelope's Barbara. She worked at a diner. Bigfoot. Happy birthday, Barbara. That should be completely disintegrated by now. That should not even be there after how many years? Cigarettes. (1944 to 1960). Dreadful stories.
Of all the
Guest
stories
starring.
people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Guest starring Barbara Finch. Old
Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Tales from the Crypt.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
BeastieCon 1960.
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
What?
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Whoa!
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Oh no. I'm not gonna like this,
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
This is not. This is... I don't want to go... This... Why are they playing the Halloween music? Why, game? This is really cool, though. Like, the individual comic book cells. I don't like... No! No! No!
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh no. Why am I know this is a comic book, but no. No, do not want. No, do not want. Oh, this is messed up.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What? I do not want this! This is not cool, game. Oh my gosh!